Hey everybody, Pastor Vern with your daily update for October 16th, 2020. It's Friday, another week in the books. Um, Today we're going to talk about another one of the commandments. We are to number 6. It's a commandment that is another one of these that's often discussed in varying terms. It is, you shall not commit murder. Um, as I understand it, and I've done some research on this one because of the nature of language. One of the things that we need to consider as we read the scriptures is the translation we read, because we can see other different types of words used in that person's interpretation of what the Bible says. I've seen this written in many different ways. But I believe if we trace this back to the original writing, that to the best we can, what scholars tell us is how it would have came out through the Hebrew heritage, is that the word is murder, not kill, not or something else to it like that. And murder is a different type of. It has a different connotation to it. One of the things we have to be careful with this one is that it is used to uh, in a lot of arguments where it circumvents the idea of murder. Uh, Murder is maliciously taking someone else's life. Okay, it is an act of aggression. It's an act that is evil to take away everything, something that cannot be replaced, that take away everything that somebody has and could have by ending their life, is strictly forbidden by the scriptures and in the Ten Commandments. But there is some explanation of this in further into the scriptures. And we find some accounts to what this meaning is, that forbids murder, as we get into some other forms of killing. This is never good stuff, right? But there are other forms of killing that are, for lack of a better term, excluded from from the term murder. Uh, in the course of war, we find a scenario where killing other people is not considered murder. Not that murder doesn't occur during war, it does. Sometimes people are innocently killed, and that is murder. But in the combat scenarios, it's not considered murder. From if you look in the Bible in different places, Deuteronomy, and so on. And also, there's an exception to uh, this phrase of murder when it comes to capital punishment in the Old Testament. Um, I am not a proponent of capital punishment. I'll just throw that out there. I struggle with the idea uh, that humans can judge another human to the place where it is acceptable for us to take their life as an act of a society. Um, I never, and that's been a change in my life as I've gotten older. I just don't think that judgment. Remember, we talk about judgment, we talk about discernment. Discernment is what humans can do. We can kind of look around and see what's what, and plot the best course of action. Judgment belongs to God. Um, I'm and I guess probably one of the reasons that I struggle with this with capital punishment is that it can't be undone. And I realize if you incarcerate people for long periods of time, that you take away a significant portion of their life. But that you can, and we've seen this happen even in our own area in Nebraska, where people have been wrongly accused and wrongly convicted, and there is some form of compensation we can do for people who are later released. I know money doesn't buy years back, but it's at least some form of compensation. Once you put someone, there's no compensation for that. Um, it is not murder in war. It's not murder in self defense. It's has a different category. As you can tell, I struggle with this one. This is very difficult for me to get a good handle on and how to decipher what's what in these scenarios. But I think we can come to the place where we say that a malicious act of taking someone's life is murder and is never acceptable to the scriptures. All right. Well, what a way to end the week, huh? So we're going to come back and finish up the Ten Commandments next week and start to move on to something else. So have a good weekend. Take good care of yourselves. Watch out for others and be safe.